Arbsy, joined by Young Kelch, and we are bringing you a featured matchup from Season 15 as Corona, the top team in the 239 Hockey League standings right now, takes on Power Couple. And Kelch, this is going to be a good series. We've been talking about it just before our broadcast started. Really excited to see the way that these teams match up over the course of 3 games tonight.
For sure. One of the things I notice here is you got a team sitting in first. So you're the top dog in the league. Like, everyone's out to get you. And you're looking at Power Couple, the team sitting here just behind him, tied for third in the standings. This team is one of those few teams that I feel really has a chance to overtake and be the number one team when it's all said and done. So it should be a heavy tilt matchup. I'm excited to see what it all plays out like.
It's going to be really interesting, and if you've been following along with the games that I've been broadcasting this season so far for 239 Hockey League, we have seen each of these teams featured, but on Power Couple's side, some lineup changes since the last one. We were talking about it in net. They acquired the reigning Vezina winner in Sniper, who replaces Hasek in goal for Power Couple. What does he bring to the table? He's only played 3 games so far with this team since coming over from Cutthroat. What does he bring to this team and to this matchup?
Consistency. I think that is the best way to describe Sniper. He is not going to be a guy that is going to cost you in any game. If you play sound defense in front of this guy, you're going to get the results that you want. Maybe obviously you can't predict everything. EA has its way with any goalie, so you kind of just tip your cap at sometimes. But this guy will make the saves that he needs to make. If you don't put him in on like odd man rushes where he's got to make just a miraculous play on a regular basis, and you just play that sound defense in front of him, this guy will probably get you a save percentage north of 85%. He's going to pick up a ton of wins. This Power Couple team just plays sound defense. I would expect nothing other than this guy to just ball out tonight.
Speaking of that defense, we got Rev Hellcat expected to play left D and Seji playing on the right D. What can you tell me about this pairing? What makes them so good defensively in this league?
Well, it's just, one, let's start off with the fact that they're just great friends, okay? So you have that instant chemistry off the ice, and then you get on the ice, and they've already got it. So you have, obviously, the Wonder Woman duo back there. I guess that's what I'm just going to go with, right? So you have these two females absolutely showing up half the league regularly. You just can't do anything about it. You have Rev Hellcat, she actually has not played much this season. I think she has 6 games played so far, some scheduling issues, and there was a reschedule, and one of the teams that she was supposed to play, unfortunately, has been bounced from the league since that point. So it's been a while since she's actually got to play. So I'm excited to see how she bounces back and actually gets into a rhythm with the rest of her squad. On the other side, you have Du, right? And Seji is just a great, consistent defenseman. She's going to do everything that you need out of your D partner to make sure that you're in the best position to win as a team. She's not going to shoot a lot. She's going to look to set her teammates up, but she'll definitely move the puck quick.
Yep, 1 goal, 24 assists through 21 games so far for Seji this season. Only 12 penalty minutes across the defensive pairing, divided 4 for Rev and 8 for Seji. On the other side, let's talk about Corona. They are the first place team in the league right now. They have played a few more games than the teams that are chasing them in the 239 Hockey League standings. What is it about this team that makes them so good? What is it that has them in first place?
Okay, so this team, and this is a direct quote from their captain, Pale Poner. I asked him, you got anything about your team? Like, what is it? He said, my team plays fast. We're going to be exciting to watch. We hit, we score, we make things fun. Awesome. Like, we're commentating this game, like, that in itself, we're excited for, right? But this team has 2 lineups, okay? They have basically lineup A and then lineup B. Lineup A being the one we get to see tonight, and that's with Blue Line King, or BLK as a lot of us will just call him, at right D, and then a new guy to the league, another part-timer, Seji, playing left wing. These two guys for this team really can shoulder a team by themselves. And then you look at it, okay, you got Pale to add to that. You have Zombie at right wing. It's like you have other good guys. So it's just a well-balanced team, especially with the lineup they're going to put out there tonight. But if I'm picking one thing from this team, I play defense a lot, so I can't not talk about the defensive pair. You have Blue Line King and you have K-Dog. These two guys were your Norris winner last year and then the runner-up for the Norris last year. So if you want to just look to one specific thing, can those two guys stop Power Couple's high potent offense?
Yeah, so we're going to have a really good defensive matchup on both sides when we're looking at this. And you mentioned Seji just in only 12 games played this season, 22 goals and 16 assists. He's averaging more than 3 points per game played. Also, only 3 penalties that he's taken all seasons, which is the lowest amount on his team. The lowest probably penalty minute per game would belong to K Dog, 16 penalty minutes across just 27 or across a full 27 games that he has played so far this season. Let's talk about their netminder because we talked about Sniper, the newcomer for Power Couple, who's gone 2-1 in his limited action since coming over from Cutthroat. He's had a really good record and statistics across the board with his new team. On Corona's side, we're talking about Prophets of Rage. What does Prophets really shine at? What is it that makes him talented? Because you look at his numbers, and he's been pretty solid when you're looking at save percentage and goals against average this year.
Okay, so Prophets of Rage, if we're just going to be extremely blunt, which I will always be in this league, you're going to get it from me. He's not going to be as good as Sniper, okay? So he's not going to make every single consistent play that you would hope probably from your goalie, but the guy is good, okay? There's no, like, negative bash in this guy. Like, one thing I want to point out to is since he moved into playing net for this team, because he wasn't initially, okay? And once he established himself there, he's sitting at a 9-2-1 record. So the guy has found a way to win 9 of the 12 games that he has played for this squad. I mean, that's consistent right there, okay? I want to see how good this defense can play in front of them. If they lead too many offensive rushes with the talented guys on the other end, you know, you got Jelly, Swizz, Rocco, like, it could be a long night for him, but the team he's gotten playing in front of him plays sound defense. So if they can stay out of the box, I think that's the thing. When I look at these two lineups, for me, it comes down to Corona. They take a lot of penalties, and if they put themselves in the box a lot, it could be very painful down the stretch.
Yeah, and especially if you're Cronin in this game, they're 80% on the penalty kill this season. Team they're going up against nearly at 40% success rate on the power play, 38.7 thus far. Each team with a really strong power play, Corona averaging just beneath 1 goal every 3 times. They get the man advantage as well. The Power Couple, the better PK of the two by a not inconsiderable margin on that, 88% on the PK for Power Couple. So we've seen the entire Corona team, as you can see on your screen, has made its way into the lobby. We are waiting on Power Couple to join. And I do want to get your take on one thing because I like to see this pretty much anytime I see the team Corona'd on it. Who shot first? Was it Han or Greedo?
You know, just okay. So I mean, we are in the right. You know, we're on the right month. It is May, right? We just had May the 4th be with you.
It is.
So,
and also with you.
I'm gonna go with Han though.
Of course.
For no other reason other than the fact that we're watching Pale stream, right? So we got Han shot first. It's been his team name. In season past, this guy goes ahead and picks some way, somehow he finds a Star Wars reference and uses it. Last season, for instance, he used Baby Yoda memes, right? The guy just rolls with it. So for that alone, I'll go with Han shot first.
Yeah, well, of course, that's the right answer. That was how it was in the original movie. Yes, May the 4th was just 2 days ago. I have already began a binge watch of the entire Star Wars saga on May the 4th. I am watching the films in machete order, and I just wrapped up Revenge of the Sith, and I watched Rogue One immediately after that. So after we are done here, I'll be watching Return of the Jedi and Episode 7 tonight. So, and then 8 and 9 tomorrow to wrap it all up and get a nice little Star Wars week in there.
See, I was a little ahead of the curve there. I watched all the Star Wars movies in order about a month and a half ago.
Which order?
Kind of from the original release date.
So you went 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3,
yes.
7, 8, 9.
Yep. From original release day. That's the way I actually generally like to do it that way more so than others. I've been kind of using this Corona situation to kind of get binge watching. I went from that right into watching the Marvel series, so it's like,
That's up next, I think, for me.
It's like you're just finding things to do at this point.
I've only seen a few of those films to this point, so That's I've seen the Guardians movies, and I saw of all things, I ended up seeing Iron Man 3.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, you are
So,
in
but
for a treat.
yep, that's what I hear. I
You're in
am
for a good
watching
one.
though. Machete order, I think, is the way to go. Having now being in the middle of that, 4, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, being the order, which basically treats the prequels as an extended flashback after the, major mega event at the end of Episode 5.
I've actually never
Treats
watched in that order, so
That's the way to go.
that's the way to.
Although
Maybe the
having
next time I
just
go to
watched,
that one.
so I watched Episode 2 last night. It is way worse than I remember it. And I also watched Episode 3, and Episode 3 was way better than I remember it. Still some issues, but Episode 2 was.
I don't know. I can't really talk. I get a lot of criticism because I always say that Phantom Menace is like one of my favorites, or not maybe one of the favorite, but like one I really like. And
that seems like a perfect time. Just switch to talking hockey.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Corona in white, and you've got the team in the. We got a lot of neon yellow in this matchup here. Power couple going with some bright yellow jerseys. So a lot of yellow and black for this matchup, but we are underway. It is game 1 of our triple header here of the 239 Hockey League as Corona controls off of the faceoff, and they will try to get puck possession in the zone first with a quick turnover. Jelly moving the other way. He's got a quick break in. Was trying to drop it back, but a really good read defensively keeps it from going to its intended target. I believe they were trying to get that to Swizz. Puck one more time out of the power couple end and back towards neutral ice. Just circling around with it is BLK. That would be Blue Line King. He enters the zone successfully, feeds it down for Zombie in the corner. Pressured, gets it across the ice. Now looking to make a move with it is Seji. Gets it towards the net, and it's going to be held onto for a whistle by Sniper. 16:51 to go here in the first period. If you're just joining us, Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by Young Kelch, a.k.a. The Jar Jar Binks, I guess, of the broadcast crew, if that's where we're going with, since he said his Phantom Menace was his favorite, one of his favorites of the Star Wars saga. That's not going to be something I can drop at any point during this night.
That's fair enough, to be honest.
Turnover in the neutral zone will give us something to discuss during either intermissions or between the games here as the teams battle for puck possession. Nice hit delivered by Seji there, right on the center ice face-off circle. See a lot of puck battles, especially early on in the periods, between the tops of the circles, between the blue line area. Why is it that basically every period seems to start that way, with kind of the feeling out process before a team can really establish his own presence? We have an offside here.
Well, one thing you have to think about here is, EA really kind of dictates your play, and you don't want to give up momentum early. Sometimes in this game, for whatever reason, if you give up momentum early, it's hard to get it back. So a lot of times you see teams slow it down, not try to force anything and get out of position early, and go down. Because if you go down, then you're kind of playing catch-up, and just like in any actual game, you don't want to play catch-up to anything. You want to take the bull by the horns and proceed from there.
Zombie had a decent offensive chance, was looking to generate a rebound, but it was kicked towards the corner by Sniper. And now re-entering the zone again is Zombie. He's going to take that long shot, and it goes just wide enough. We are in the Bauer logo along the boards. Puck moved out of the zone by Power Couple. Not quite out of the zone just yet. Skating with it is Jelly as he now crosses the red line in the opposite blue line. Down low, opportunity, quick shot is taken and turned aside by Profits. That's the first time he's been tested in this game. BLK and now K-Dog, they appear to have just switched sides on the way that they're playing as far as positioning for the moment. This team do tend to do that if one decides to join the rush and the other has to get back and cover both sides, or at the very least their side. Turnover in the neutral zone.
It's happened a few times.
Swizz.
If you look at Corona there, you see that there's a few times where I've let Jelly get a little bit of speed coming down the middle of the ice. And if there's one guy in this entire series that you don't want to have that exact scenario happen, it's probably Jelly.
Hale got that backhander on net, but nice glove save made by Sniper as he will get a whistle and a stoppage, and the faceoff coming to his right side. So Hale will be looking to win this maybe back towards the point, and he does. Quick long shot is taken and kicked aside by Sniper as K-Dog was there. He rips another one. That one blocked in front, generating a rebound chance in front. But the defensemen for Power Couple were there, and they cleared it towards the corner boards. They're going to try to move it out here. See what they can do as they make that long pass, and they do get it back towards neutral ice, but only momentarily before it's pushed back in the zone by Zombie. Power couple moving with it, trying to figure out a way to get into the offensive end and establish a presence. But Cronin has done a really good job of keeping them from doing that. Here's a rush. Jelly in, down low, trying to leave it back. And that one ends up towards the corner. He tried to drop it off for centerman Swizz. And instead, it's moving the other way. Seji trying to center. He does so, but a good little check delivered by Jelly forces him off the puck. Here's a chance down low. Great move. Moving to the back end, and he hits the post. That was Seji losing it now. A quick turnover again. Offensive zone possession. Puck down low. And they score! Zombie from Pale, and it's 1-0 Corona.
So you see the leading point getter in the season so far, Zombie XSB, puts it in the back of the net. Beautiful setup. Just before that, Seji tried to get real nasty with it and ended up on the top 10 plays of the week for the league right there, right off the start. So you really like to see the motion here. They're really coming at each other.
2:19 to play in the first period. That is the first goal we have seen so far tonight, breaking that scoreless tie between these teams. Huge hit delivered behind the net. That'll keep one player down at least for a little bit as Rocco has to wait for that animation so that he can recover. Going the other way is Seji. One more time trying to center it. And that puck is read and intercepted by a couple players for Power Couple. Final 20 seconds. What can they do? PC with that long shot, kicked aside. Puck in the corner, now behind the net. Trying to center again, but he takes the shot as he had it blocked initially. And picking up the goal in the closing seconds is Swizz.
That's unfortunate right there. He just kind of flings one there at the net. Obviously, I believe Swizzy was the guy injured behind the net previous, so he doesn't have full momentum, if I'm not mistaken. And he just finds a way to put it in off the chest and in. Late in the period. That's rough.
Swizz was looking for that cross-ice pass to try to force Sniper to go post to post, and the pass was blocked. And it just dropped right back to him, and I guess he just caught Sniper moving a little bit. And that results in a 1-1 game. So we thought we were going to have a lead going into the first intermission. As you can see here, what happened is Swizz trying to center a little bit. Yeah, he just takes that shot, just knocks it in off of the blocker, in fact.
Yeah, EA's not friendly at times right there. I think Profits was just slightly moving off the post. He read that the pass was probably coming across the ice there, and instead it's a little fling shot at the net. I mean, it is what it is. We got a new ball game here starting in period number 2.
Shots in that period heavily favoring one side, but that doesn't matter. It's 1-1 after 1, and we are underway in period number 2. Again, Cronin controlling off of the opening faceoff of the period. Unable to get the puck in deep, though, as we go back to that neutral zone battle. Puck sent in. That will be an icing with 57 seconds into the middle frame. Faceoffs coming back all the way into the power couple end and to the left of the netminder Sniper. Good chance here for Pale if he can win this faceoff back. He does. Quick shot is taken. Good kick save made by Sniper as he was tested immediately off the faceoff by K-Dog. Puck now back at neutral ice. Scooped up by Zombie, sent ahead, and now Pale with it. Gets it down low and pushed on goal as Sniper will cover up the whistle just over 2 minutes gone by.
Well, you see right here, obviously both teams trying to put rubber on net. Trying to generate anything when they don't have a clean pass lane. You try to put it there and maybe cause a little commotion out front.
Cronin very good in the faceoff circle so far in this contest. Huge hit delivered behind the net by Seji, forcing the puck loose. You can see a play developing by Cronin, but that hit just changed everything.
Bodies all over the ice.
Huge physical play. Love to see that. Offside whistle with 16-17 to go in the second.
Come on, Seji. You got to hold the line there, my guy. Hold the line.
Physical play can be a game changer one way or the other. Usually if you're delivering significantly more hits than the other team, it means you don't have the same time of possession. But a well-timed check can really change the way that the game goes, or at the very least that play goes. We actually saw a well-timed check working against Corona late in that first period, but that big hit changing something beneficial again for power couples. They delivered a hit behind the net.
I know the numbers are a little bit skewed differently here because Corona has played more games than any other team, but at the moment they currently lead the league in not only hits, but also time on attack. It's a weird combo to see.
We're going to have a power play chance here for Corona. This power couple is going to be shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. 15:11 to go in the second period. Good chance here for Corona. Their power play just over 32% on the year. That little one-time feed looking to drop the knee was Seji, but it was well read and intercepted by the remaining defenders for Power Couple. Pale had the puck in deep, but lost possession as he attempted to spin away from a defender. And the puck one more time is cleared all the way down by PC. Halfway through this power play chance for Corona, they have yet to generate a shot on goal, and another turnover just inside the blue line as the puck is sent all the way down yet again by PC. 1-1 game, each goal coming in the first period. Rushing in is BLK, but turns it over as he gets into the Power Couple end. Rushing out is Jelly. He will turn it over, but does do a good job of killing off some time as we are back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey. The power play is over, killed off successfully by Power Couple. They've been really good this year on the PK. They were at 88% even entering this day's contest. Battle neutralized. Good job by K-Dog entering the offensive end. Was maybe looking to rush into a backhand chance or a centering feed, but ended up losing the puck towards the corner. Chance the other way. Good hit delivered as Jelly was looking to set something up in the other end. And now again, Cronin with the chance to move the puck out of their zone and into the offensive end. Nice hit delivered, forcing the puck loose just inside the blue line. Quick shot taken, chested aside by Sniper. Puck remains in the PC end for the moment and is now skated out and cleared out by Jelly. Moved on ahead again. We'll see if anybody can set something up with it, but no, Cronin makes a steal. 8.5 to go in period number 2, a 1-1 game. That tying goal coming in the final 5 seconds of period number 1. Bad pass, big turnover. Rocco with the chance, drops it off, and another turnover in the slot area as Corona stays with it. They do not lose their composure on that one, as that was a very quick rush developing the other way for Power Couple. Another really good poke check there delivered by K-Dog, forcing the puck free as another rush was coming and developing for Power Couple, but no dice after the poke check.
I think honestly, if you're looking at Power Couple Hill, they're getting chances. They're getting odd man rushes, and a few too many times they're trying to drop it off to the guy coming in late, and they're not getting the shot to the net. Sometimes you need to just, if you don't have it, and the angle is just not there, like put it on, peel to the corner, go behind the net, like get yourself a chance to get some time on attack here and generate an offensive attack.
Used to work with a guy in the NHL Hall of Fame, Hockey Hall of Fame, named Denny Popman, who's loved to say that sometimes the best pass is a shot that generates a rebound. Here's a chance though for Pale down low. Couldn't get to the forehand and take the shot. You can see what he was trying to do, but the back check of Power Couple getting in there and poking the puck away.
The vision
trying
there.
to move up.
The vision there by Blue Line was just really just pristine there. You sent Pale through the middle. Just timing is like on point.
Offside with just under 47 seconds to play here in the second period. We've seen a lot of just kind of feeling out after a first period that saw each team pick up a goal. We have now seen much more kind of a hesitant, I guess, approach, or maybe the team's just trying to be a bit too pretty with what they were doing. There's an Omaha play, and that is going to be beaten. No icing. Final 4 seconds, and on the one-timer they score. Zombie getting on the board yet again for his second of the day.
That is a Blue Line King special. He is probably the best, one of the best defensemen in the league in its own right, but he is the best defenseman when it comes to sending Omahas, and it works there late in the period.
And that, for the second period in a row, is a goal scored in the final 5 seconds of the frame. But unlike in the first, that one was by Cronin and gives them a 2-1 lead after 2. Take us again through this goal.
Okay, so you see that Blue Line just sits there. He finds the patient. He reads that Seji's going down the left boards, and he's going to rip it down all the way. Seji beats out the icing and then makes a quick pass over to Zombie. Zombie notches his second goal of the season. He's up to, what, 33 on the season at this point in time. The guy's having a great season, and it's continuing here in Game 1.
33 goals for him is a team-high 74 points as well, also leading Cronin. It is 2-1 after 2. So we saw Power Couple score in the final 5 seconds of period number 1. And then we've now seen Corona do the same at the end of period number 2. By the way, Power Couple held just 1 shot on goal in that second period. I believe that Cronin ended up with 5, if my numbers are correct here. What do you have to do if you're Power Couple? Obviously, you're not going to be able to win this game or even earn a point if you only get 1 shot on goal in the third period. What do you have to do to change the way that things went? How do you respond to giving up a goal in the final 5 seconds? And what do you have to do to just get more shots?
Honestly, like I said, it sometimes comes down to them not forcing that extra pass, and I think you called it out perfect. Sometimes the best pass is a shot on net. So there's a guy here that is going to have to step up, and that's Jelly, sitting over there on right wing for Power Couple. K-Dog has been playing pretty solid over there on the left D spot for Cronin, keeping him at bay. But if there's a man I'm gonna put money on to go ahead and turn the tides of this game, if anyone's gonna do it, it's gonna be him.
Power Couple starting in their own end. A huge hit delivered, but the pass completed up for Rocco. He's got to hold up here because they would have been offside, and that's going to be a turnover instead. Seji drops it off. Zombie entering the zone, dropping it again. Another one-time feed, and that shot was blocked. I don't know if BLK's opportunity got all the way through to Sniper. Either way, the puck was sent back towards neutral ice. Now another chance down low for Seji. Trying to spin towards the center, but it was taken away, and Swizz moving up with it, dropping it off, trying to get it back. He will in the corner. What can he do? He's going to play it back and deep in towards Rocco. Puck is loose in the corner. They're trying to make these passes, and another intercept by BLK. They're trying to make these passes, and the lane's opportunities are just not there.
They need a shot in a bad way. We're 5 minutes already into this. They haven't added a shot to the board. They're not going to score if you don't shoot. You do not score at all if that's not the case.
26-8 shots on goal in favor of Corona. They're also leading in the face-off circle. They're also leading in the shots department. They're also leading on the scoreboard. And here we are now about a third of the way through period number 3. A 2-1 lead for the team in white. That being Corona, the first place team here in the 239 Hockey League. Loose puck in the neutral zone. Who's going to be able to scoop it up and get something going? They're going to have to touch out. The Power Couple's going to get into the offensive zone. They do get the puck in, but it's immediately scooped up by K-Dog and cleared back towards center before being dumped back in by Power Couple. Good pressure, good board pin. Have to watch out to make sure they don't get a holding on that one. Nice intercept by Rocco, keeping it in. His shot goes just wide. That was the first opportunity we've seen in quite some time for Power Couple that looked like it might generate something. Maybe going for a wraparound chance was Swizz. Puck still loose, and that shot is slowed down to the point it does not reach the net. Rush the other way. Zombie with Seji. Zombie to the backhand, rings it off the post. Seji down beneath the goal line, trying to make that pass, but it goes off the side of the net and is intercepted, but it's held in the zone by Pale. Now Seji dropping it off for Pale, banked it off the boards. I don't know if that was what he was trying to do, but it ended up being taken the other way. Opportunity for Swizz, the shot taken, rebound chance. Where is the puck? It's scooped up by BLK and moved on out.
That's an absolute mayhem in front of the net there. You have absolutely no clue where the puck is for a good 2 seconds.
And that is now an icing. A 7:19 to go in the third period. A back and forth end-to-end rush for both of these teams. Maybe the second time we've seen Power Couple get a legitimate scoring opportunity here since the first period came to a close.
And the opportunities are generated by getting to the net. Sometimes you're going to have to get grimy. You know, you get in those tough areas, you're going to have to work yourself a goal at times. Sometimes you're not going to be able to make the beautiful play.
Entering the zone with possession and then poking it to make sure it stayed in the zone was BLK. It is still in the zone, but now possessed by Power Couple. Intercept just outside the blue line by Pale. He'll enter the zone after everybody touched up. Bank pass over to Seji. He hits iron with that one. Now a centering feed chance. Another loose puck. Seji with it behind the net. Huge pressure from Corona, trying to expand their lead to 2, but the centering feed is intercepted and taken the other way. Jelly breaking in. Feed! And they score! Profits reached back and got a glove on it, but it was past the goal line, and Swizz picks up his second of the game and one of the most important goals he could score.
Well, and what you see here is there's an ill-advised pinch there on the other end by Blue Line King, leading to basically a 3-on-2 with, I believe it was Pale and K-Dog trying to scramble back, basically, and ended up being just a 2-on-1. Unfortunately, the pass gets across the crease. It's hard for a goalie to catch up to those pucks sometimes.
We are tied in the final minutes. Seji trying to see if they can take a point away from Power Couple here. 100 seconds to go. BLK, long shot deflected in front, and it's in! With just a minute 28 to go, that goal will go to Pale, and it's now, again, a Cronin lead. That is heartbreaking for Power Couple.
EA giveth and EA giveth away. I'll tell you what, man. You see, you got Power Couple sitting here fighting this entire third period, trying to tie this up. They get it back, and it's an instant strike the other way. That's demoralizing. This game is almost all but over.
Final minute, still some time to be played. If they can get a couple of rush opportunities here, maybe a chance. But now a chance for Seji, looking for that. Another point for him in this contest with a turnover down low. 40 seconds left to play in regulation time. Power Couple in desperate need of another goal as Cronin looks like they are trying to take one away, a point away from Power Couple. Seji, bank pass, intercepted, well read by Power Couple as they clear the zone, but can't get it much further than that. Seji playing it up. Huge hit in neutral ice, and that forces a turnover as it forced that long pass, which was intercepted. Here's a chance down low, centering feed. The puck is still loose. The shot is taken and covered up by Sniper with 6.5 to go. We're going to have a timeout. Power Couple is going to have to win this faceoff if they, or at the very least, maybe get a poke check off of the faceoff win going the other way if they're going to stand a chance. If you're Power Couple, is there a play that you're trying to set up here to get maybe one last shot on goal before time expires?
It's going to be the same type of play that you saw at the end of period number 2, just the other way around. You're going to try to probably see an Omaha here, send the wings. You're going to have Rocco and Jelly off to the races here, trying to beat the icing. The guys on the other end, though, you have 2 veteran defensemen that are going to be prepared for that. Blue Line King, he does it himself, so if he is not ready for it, I mean, you've got to tip your cap there, because what are you doing? So I don't see any other way, but Duo will have to send this one if they get a clean win.
Swizz won it back. Here comes that Omaha. Final 2 seconds. The pass was completed. They went for the centering feed, and it was just off the mark. And that is how that game comes to a close, kind of in fitting fashion, as Power Couple had that long pass completed, got into the offensive end, but instead of just going for the shot, they went for that low percentage but high success rate when it's a successful pass opportunity, and that ends the game with a 2-1 or 3-2 victory, for Cronin.
I mean, the last play is significant when you look at comparing it to how the rest of the game went. Close but no cigar there for Power Couple. If Swizzy is a little bit faster there, a little bit quicker on his skates, it's probably a tape-to-tape pass there from Jelly and a solid shot on net. Didn't go that way, and it's 3-2 final there in favor of the side we're watching, and that of Corona. So the number 1 team takes game 1. I'm excited to see if any adjustments are made here. Obviously, on that Power Couple side, they've got to be talking about making sure they can funnel more pucks at the net, get some sort of a cycle game. They were doubled in time on attack in game 1. That's going to have to change, especially if you're going to want to put up against a good defensive team like Corona.
Yeah, that's a really tough kind of situation here. Power Couple, they got that huge goal at the end of the first period in the final 5 seconds or so to tie things up at 1 after 1. They scored in the closing minutes, or with less than half the game, less than half of the period left to go in the third, as Swizz picked up his second goal of that game. And then they give one up in the final 2 minutes, and that is just a backbreaker. What changes are you making if you're Power Couple here? Because they do have to generate more shots. They were outshot 17-6. They were out hit 32-10 in that game. What can they do differently to try to maybe? Is it just a situation where it's make one less pass? Is that really maybe what it comes down to for Power Couple here in game 2?
It's about simplifying the game. Just make it simple on yourself. Don't do too much. You're a solid team. They know that. The league knows that it's about just doing it on the ice. Sometimes when you have skilled players, obviously just making the simple play sometimes is overlooked. You just got to narrow it down. And with this squad, I don't think I'm going to see any lineup changes. I would not expect that at all. I think they're going to roll the same line. I don't see any changes coming from them, to be honest with you. It's just about making sure you make Prophet's rage work. All right, and that's a key thing in this game is you have to make the goalie work. If you send what they send 6 shots on net for the entirety of the game, 3 obviously, so they doubled in the third period what they had in the rest of the game. So obviously that's positive signs, but you need more than 6 shots in the game. You can't have 2 shots a period and expect to do very well or win many games with that kind of recipe.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side, you can look at that and go, they scored 1 out of every 3 times they shot the puck on goal. And that kind of goes back to my point about, sometimes it's just about getting that quantity up a little bit or at the very least closing that gap. When you're giving up 17 shots and you're being outshot like by that kind of a margin, when you're getting 11 fewer shots on goal in a game, that's going to be a really difficult thing to overcome, no matter how good your goaltender plays. Sniper stopped 14 out of 17 shots. He had himself a pretty decent game. It's just that he was really peppered in that contest.
Yeah, and you saw it beneficial to to Corona. Like they were able to get a number of shots on net. Sniper, did what we all expect. He's gonna turn away a majority of those pucks. But you obviously need a little offensive there in front of you to pull out a W in a game like that, where you're as a goalie, you feel like you're just under siege, just pucks thrown left, right, center. They're all coming at you. You know what I mean? So shout out to Sniper. But game 2. This is going to be a turning point because you got to think this is a 3-game series. So going into game 2, you already have Corona up 1-0. So in this league, we play for a chance at a potential write-up, which basically is a chance for you to chirp the opposing team, basically for winning your series. So Power Couple knows they can't lose this game. They can't lose game 2. Otherwise, they don't have a chance to win the series. So when you look at it, you got guys like Jelly, Swizz, Rocco sitting there at that forward line. They got to come through, okay? They got to step up and make the right play. Sometimes the right play is literally not passing too much. And as I say that, it looks like we're getting a jersey change, which I'm excited for. Little less yellow on the ice, right?
Yeah, I have not seen this look yet for Corona, but it is a little easier to not go blind from it than those all of the highlighter yellow we've been seeing. That said, we're still going to see a lot.
I'll give Pale this, though. These are probably his best jerseys that he's made in like 5 seasons. The guy is notorious for absolutely horrible jersey making. There was one season, I swear, it's like, I just imagine like an entire color palette just vomited on a jersey. He made that jersey once. It was atrocious. I'm so glad we are past those days. Pale's growing up. The guy's graduating college this week, I believe. Like, shout out to him. He's making changes.
Hey, well, congratulations to him and to anybody who might be watching as well who's graduating from anything or staying with, even just finding something to do during this whole situation that allows you to be bettering yourself in any way, shape, or form, staying up with schooling, or even if it's like, doing some mental math instead of using your phone calculator if you're sitting on the couch trying to figure out how many hours it would take to watch the entire Star Wars saga. That was pretty much something I had to do the other day. But we are underway for game number 2 of this matchup between Corona and Power Couple. Corona now in the black uniforms. Power Couple will be the ones in the white jerseys and the black hockey pants there. Cronin entering the offensive end here. They're going to set up for their first chance of this game. Hale gets it in deep for Seji, gets it right back, centers it. It's loose. Shot taken. Save is made as Zombie was right on the doorstep. A nice save made by Snipers. He's tested early.
Well, and that's the save you need, right, to kick off the game. You lose game 1, and now you're going ahead, and you get a shot early. That's really a dangerous spot. You need your goalie to bail you out there like Sniper just did.
Seji going off the draw. He takes that shot, shoulder down, and covered up yet again by Sniper. Had to make sure he wasn't leaning away from that post too much. That was pretty much what that was a test of.
One thing I'm curious to see in this game, this is something a lot of people might not know, but I have confirmed with the captain of this Power Couple team. There's a little teammate rivalry game, however you want to call this, going on, and that stems between the right D, Seji77, and then the left wing, Rocco.
There's a goal!
Jeez. Okay, we have a
Just
goal,
like
and
that.
this actually leads to what I'm talking about. So Swizzy scores, and Seji comes in for the hug. So let me tell you something here. These two guys, okay, you got Rocco and you got Seji, they're battling out for who gets the most hugs on goal celebrations. Seji, with that goal, is now up 18 hugs on the season.
That's quite the stat to keep track of. That's impressive. But Power Couple with their first lead of this series as they come away with an interesting one on a shot that just happened to be redirected in front and trickles in past Profits. So a big goal there. We'll see if they can capitalize on the momentum. A nice steal and a quick shot yet again as Profits will just swallow that one up and hang on for a whistle with 13:21 to go in the first.
Well, it's funny, like, you look at the goal that was scored, and it goes a testament to what we were talking about. Sometimes you just got to get it at the net, and sometimes EA will pay off for you. That's what happened in goal number 1 here.
Face-off won by Power Couple in the offensive end. A nice job there staying with it by Jelly, trying to center that puck, but it went a little bit out of reach of Swizz and all the way back to PCN. Pass on ahead as Jelly enters the zone offensively onside, trying to take the shot. It's blocked down in front. He picks it up, though, and backhands it in. That is another goal and a 2-0 lead as Jelly picks up the marker.
So this is the exact start you want from Power Couple, right? You lose game 1, all right, we need to put more shots on net, and then you find 2 early ones. We're not halfway through the first, and you're up 2-0. You love to see it.
And now it's 3-0. We're going to have a quick timeout. I think that's going to be Swizz getting his second.
You got
But
Pale Boner
holy
with
cow,
the Joe
3
Stowe
for 3.
timeout here. Quick timeouts in the game. 3 shots, 3 goals. Profits of Rage is not kicked aside a puck yet. We'll see how that continues on here. But at this rate, Power Couple's coming on strong.
Swizz off of the shot that was blocked from Jelly, just kind of an unfortunate bounce off of K-Dog's knee. And Swizz now has 2 goals in this game and 4 in the series.
I mean, right place, right time. That's the best way to describe that kind of goal. Off the defender, right to you as you're just ready for a clapper. You love the animation. It's helpful when you get that from EA.
Puck one more time controlled by Power Couple, but a turnover that time in the offensive end. And now it's moving the other way. Cronin holding the zone. Good job keeping the puck in play and inside the blue line by BLK. They call him the Blue Line King for a reason. Usually it's because he plays defense, but in that case it's because he held the blue line. Chance the other way. Puck down low, centering feed. That puck thrown on net, and Profits will cover up for a whistle with 8:39 to go in the first.
All right, and as a goalie, you give up goals on the first 3 shots you face. Like that first save, it's like just this monkey off your back. You're just like, thank you. All right, I can stop something. Let's get into a rhythm now. So let's see how it continues here.
Cronin moving into the other end. Seji lost possession but got it back. Trying to center, he does. Backhanded on goal by Zombie, but it was turned aside. Puck held in by Cronin. BLK circling with it. What's he going to do? He's going to get knocked down and off the puck, and Rocco starts to rush the other way. Rocco saw the player pinching in, and he just dumps it in deep. Power Couple, though, unable to regain possession as it's moved out. Nice little dance by Pale. Gets it in. Seji trying to center back for Pale, but it was intercepted. And now Rocco has it in his own end. Makes the pass up for Jelly. He's going to start it out and across the other blue line onside. Down low for Rocco. Hit into the boards. The puck is still loose behind. It's scooped up by Jelly. Huge hit behind the net as Jelly is knocked all the way down. BLK starts it up, and now Seji. What's he going to try to do here? Trying to get it down low, looking for Pale. He gets it back, though, trying to center himself. The puck is still loose. Interesting move there. Seji just lost possession of the puck. You could see what he was trying to do and trying to center himself, but now Rocco gets it back to his defenseman. Long shot taken, and now it's touched, and a penalty is coming against Corona. A 2-minute power play coming for Power Couple here.
And this is on Blue Line King here, so this is going to be without their strongest D-man. This is a big kill for them. They don't want to go down 4-0 early on.
Quick chance they control off the draw. That shot is blocked nicely by Zombie. And then Cronin is able to send the puck all the way down the ice. That'll kill off at least a little bit of time. Power Couple's going to be on the power play until there's about 20 seconds left in this period. So basically, until the final real-time 10 seconds, they should have about basically a man advantage, or the final seconds where it'll be the player coming on the ice. 45 seconds remaining on the power play for Power Couple.
1 minute left.
Power play percentage just shy of 40% entering the day. Trying to build on that here. I don't know if they're going to have the chance to get another shot on goal before the power play expires, but here's a rush. We can at least set something up. Back to 5-on-5, 6v6. Puck down low, trying to center. Puck comes loose and is scooped up and cleared out by Pale. Final 4 seconds. Can we get another period closing goal? That pass down low, you can see what Zombie was trying for, but it does not result in a shot on goal, and we go to the locker rooms with this game 3-0 Power Couple as they outshoot Cronin 5-4. It's the first time the Power Couple has outshot Cronin in a period in this series.
Well, you see there, it's what, 15 seconds or so difference when it comes to time on attack, so it's pretty even across the board. This is a get me right kind of period for Power Couple. Cronin, they know they can play this game just as good as Power Couple. They know that they can come back in this game. It's really about kind of just nicking away here. It's that peck away theory. You got to take one step before you take a leap. You know what I mean?
Farb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by Young Pilch, a.k.a. Now this is pod racing, and this is the second period of game number 2. Power Couple holds a 3-0 lead. I'm going to try to make some random Phantom Menace reference as often as I can when you're least expecting it.
That's great, that's great. I mean, the reason why I like that so much is because I grew up on Nintendo 64 playing the Star Wars pod racing game. Like, I don't know. It just brings back good vibes. That's all I got.
We're going to have to talk about this either at the end of all 3 of these games or between games too. If this game gets really out of hand to a point that we're going to just basically be talking about random things, I'm going to have to ask you to describe what makes The Phantom Menace a good movie, because I skipped that one when I'm watching the films. Although I'm also going to be skipping 2, having just watched it yesterday. That one, Attack of the Clones may be I think is the worst Star Wars movie. But
Attack of the Clones
a 2-on-1
is the
chance, one-time feed, and banked off the side of the net as a really good opportunity there for Rocco, but it does not result in a shot on goal. Huge hit delivered by Seji to start the puck get away. Yeah, Attack of the Clones does not have a redeeming quality.
It's just not good. It's not the
There's
best
a goal.
When you look at the rest of it.
Jelly now with 2 in this game.
Jelly's here to play. He is taking this upon himself here in game number 2. It's 4-0. And that little devil, he has a catchphrase, and I am Jelly. And he sure is right now.
He is Jelly, Yusa Jar Jar Binks, and this is now a 4-0 game, nearing the midway point of game number 2. Power Couple trying to leave no doubt that game 3 is going to decide the fate of this series, but still time to be played. Power Couple, though, now Jelly 2 goals in the game, Swizz 2 goals in the game as well. They have gone back and forth, one after the other. Swizz the first and third, Jelly the second, and now here in the second period, picking up the 4th goal of this game. Jelly with possession, banks it around the board, down low for Rocco, centered back for Jelly, and that shot was turned aside, but dangerously close to the crease for Corona to clear it out. What does Cronin have to do to get back in? Well, here's the chance the other way really quickly. Jelly, one more time as he's pushed off the puck and it's in the corner. What does Cronin have to do now to get back in this game and make this at least where the third period might actually play a part?
Well, there's 2 things. One, you got to take a breath. Okay, you're obviously getting kicked in the face here off the rip. You gotta slow things down. Let the game come to you, and you need the next goal. It goes 5-0. This game is, booked, and we're moving on to game 3 to decide it. You need the next goal, probably here, maybe halfway, I guess, rest of the way through this period, maybe. You want to make this at least 1 goal closer, probably a 2-goal deficit going into period number 3.
I have seen games where the final real-time minute, plus about a minute after that, could result in probably... Realistically, you might be able to score 2 goals in the final 2 minutes of the third period. You've got to be on the board by the end of the second if this is really a chance, because then that leads you to get 1 goal in the first half of the third, 1 in the second half of the third, and then 1 in the final real-time minute of the third. Still asking a lot when you're currently down by 4 goals.
Hey, it starts somewhere sometimes,
Exactly. it's a lot more doable to try to do something like that than to say, let's try to get 4 back entirely in the third. Cronin centering there, but that one ends up going wide and towards the corner. Seji centers it back, picking up a loose puck with Seji, but I don't know if that one got through all the way. Either way, the stop was made, either by the defenseman or by Sniper. Here's a rush. Pale in all alone to the backhander, and it's kicked aside by the skate play. Pale again with it. One time. Unbelievable. If Sniper wore a size 4 skate instead of a size 7, that one would have been a goal.
I mean, you get the clean breakaway there. It's you on the goalie. You have to score that if you're trying to get this comeback going. That's a tough pill to swallow for Pale.
Pale with it again. He pushed off the puck. Seji scoops it up, and he hits the post. That's the way the last few minutes of this second period has gone for Cronin. Here's a chance the other way, but a nice job of picking off the puck by K-Dog. He's going to start it up ahead, where it's intercepted the other front. Final 40 seconds of the second period of play. Jelly and actually down for Swizz. He's pushed down. Rocco will scoop it up at least momentarily and chip it. Chance the other way in the final 5 seconds. Seji trying to do something. Centers, shot taken, but Zombie was turned aside, and it is 4-0 after 2.
Okay, so if I'm Cronin here, right, you're regrouping, you're trying to play for momentum here going into Game 3. If you want any sort of a comeback in this one, obviously as you see, time on attack is still fairly close between the two teams. It's going to come down to the left wing, in my opinion, here. It's going to come down to Seji, the high-touted, part-time left wing, sitting at, what's he, 5th in the league, I believe, in points per game. If you're going to turn this game around, it has to come quick and often for Cronin. And if you're power couple, just keep chugging along here, doing exactly what you're doing. You're not giving up a ton of chances. You're not playing bad, sound defense there in front of Sniper. I mean, outside of the one breakaway that Pale, didn't get to lift over the pad, basically. It should be 4-1, but 4-1 is still a big deficit. Instead, we're sitting here at a 4-goal difference.
Power couple has held Cronin to exactly 4 shots on goal in each of the first 2. Here's a chance and a rebound generated for Power couple, but a really good chance to open the third. I was going to say they can't let off the gas here. I know that they're up by 4, but you can't just try to cruise on that one, even though you might want to. You might want to let up a little bit. You got to just play like it's 0-0 still as we get a whistle for offside against Power.
I mean, you're sitting at a 4-goal difference in this game. You don't change a thing you're doing if you're power couple. As you said, you don't let off the gas. You don't go into, all right, defensive mode. You start changing the way you're playing, and you're going to open opportunities for the other team to capitalize.
Shots, or hits rather, as you saw in the graphic that just popped up on your screen a couple moments ago, still dominated by Cronin as it was in the first period, or first game rather. The only difference here, other than obviously the converted shots to goals, is that long shot is blocked in front and taken out by Power couple, is the shots on goal, as it is now 9-8 after 2 periods of play in favor of Power couple, and I believe it should still be favoring Power couple as we sit right now. Nice job for the intercept. Pale down low, takes the shot, blocker. As we have now 6 minutes gone by in period number 3, and an intercept by Jelly to start things back. Offside whistle, 13:39 to go here in the third. A 4-goal advantage for Power. And I think we're at a decent point where I can say, let's get this out of the way. How is it what is it about it being a good movie? Because I was saying earlier on the Attack of the Clones is that there is no redeeming quality. Phantom Menace does have the final lightsaber battle as that center feed is intercepted, but on a spinning backhander, the goal is scored by Zombie. He picks up his 3rd of the series and breaks the shutout for Sniper.
There's what, just a little over 12 or 13 minutes left in this game? I mean, there is technically still time, but you're going to need an absolute quick goal to follow this one up to cut this deficit to 2.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to score more than 2 in the final maybe 2-3 minutes of this game. You've got to get another one back in the next couple minutes if you're going to try to make this competitive.
But to answer your question, I don't know, it's just... And maybe I'm a big fan of the pod racing scenario. That's just a thing that I guess I was into It's kind of how I actually became a Star Wars fan, to be honest with you. Was like I said, the Star Wars pod racing game. I kind of turned my attention to Star Wars, so maybe that's where it all came from.
That makes sense. And I mean, I guess I'm a few years older. I first saw Star Wars when the special editions were released in theaters. I was in like 3rd grade, and they were released in theaters again with all the, with Greedo shooting first and all that stuff. And I didn't know any better, but I enjoyed that. And then the prequels came out, and I would have like 10 or 11 when Phantom Menace came out. So I was like, oh, this is kind of. And then as time went on, I was like, that's actually really not.
Yeah, see, like my parents, neither one of them were Star Wars fans. I still to this day don't think my dad's watched more than maybe 1 or 2 of them. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Ooh, nice save made on that shot. Is looking for the hat trick, I believe. Yeah, it was Jelly, but nice glove save was made by Profits, getting across the ring there. There's a 2-on-1 chance, trying to put it out of reach. That beautiful feed over for Rocco, but his shot ends up going wide. I will say, I think that the sequels get a really bad rap, undeservingly so.
I think that's fair.
I don't know. Nice little one-time feed for Rocco. I actually think so. I'm not watching it until tomorrow, based on the schedule I've set for myself, as we have an offside with 2:16 to go here. 4-1 lead for Power Couple. We're talking about the Star Wars movies while we wait basically for Game 2 to come to a close and go to the decisive Game 3. Episode 8, The Last Jedi, which I think is what started the hatred towards the sequel movies, is there's a long shot and a goal, and Jelly has the hat trick.
That's a bad teenager right there. That is a bad teenager.
Woo!
That guy just finds the net. He's fighting right up there for the Rocket Richard this season. I would not be surprised. I had him selected as my Rocket Richard winner in my preseason predictions, and he is doing nothing in this series or on the season to prove otherwise.
It's now a 5-1 game. I mean, this one is very much out of reach. Quick rush the other way, and a slap shot from right on the goal line ends up being turned aside. So the Last Jedi, is we now have another rush here, trying to make sure I don't talk good things about The Last Jedi, apparently. I think that because it was so different is what sparked a lot of the hatred towards the sequel, because it was so different. And I think that it's about a 2.5 hour movie. And I think that there is, if it was a 2-hour movie, I would put it with Empire as the best Star Wars movie ever. And there's a quick backhand shot that's turned aside. Nice save is made here by Sniper, as he's going to have himself quite the game. A 5-1 final score in game number 2, as Power Couple evens this series up at 1-1. And we are getting ready to go to game number 3. Before we get back to the Star Wars thing really quick, I guess just total domination in this one by Power Couple.
Yeah, I mean, it's a complete turnaround from game 1. You really saw in game 1 Cronin kind of dictate the game, have time on attack, really control the pace, and then in game 2 it's like Power Couple came out, they got up early, and they really never let go of the reins. As you see here, 5-1 final, Jelly with a hattie. You just like to see a bounce back from a team after losing a close, unfortunate one, as they did, as they scored to tie it in game 1 and then instantly gave up the game-winning goal a minute or two later. So we have the best thing when it comes to these series, and me personally, I'm not a fan of sweeps. I do like when you come to these series and you get a rubber match. The rubber match really kind of shows, all right, look, guys, we've each won one. We can each take this series. Both teams are fully committed to trying to figure this out. It's going to come down to which team's locker room is probably in the better vibes, if we're being honest. You look at Pale's team here. I love Blue Line King. He's my guy. He don't show up to shows when we do them, but the guy has a tendency where if he's feeling a little wonky, he gets in this kind of like mood. And if he's in that mood right now, this might not be good for them in Game 3. If he's fine, I'd expect a close, probably 1-goal game. I wouldn't be surprised one bit if this maybe goes to OT to try to decide this series winner.
Interesting prediction to go on that one. So it will be interesting. I think the first period is going to tell us a lot about how Game 3 is going to go. It was a 3-0 power couple domination in game number 2, and it was 1-0 until the final 10 seconds when Swizz managed to tie things in game number 1, which kind of set the tone for that game, where it was a down to the wire kind of finish, whereas the second game was a complete blowout from the start. So I'll be interested in seeing how things go here for game number 3. Yeah, I agree with you. Much better to see something where the first 2 games are split. It makes things more exciting, more interesting. When you get down to the wire and you get to see someone is going to come away with a series win, but it's going to come down to this rubber match. Who's going to win a decisive game 3? Everyone loves a game 7 in the NHL. Everyone loves a game 3 in the 239 Hockey League. Before these teams get back going, my point on the last jet is if you remove the Casino Planet scene, because I think that felt very much out of Phantom Menace. It felt very much like it was tacked on so that people could talk about that scene specifically, but it has nothing to do with the plot. It had no impact on anything. If you remove that and you change the way the director decided to shoot and edit the floating Leia scene, I think they got it backwards with the way they shot it. I think the movie is among the best in Star Wars. I think it has added more towards Star Wars lore in a good way than any other film before. I think that the Force connection stuff, I think that there is no better dynamic in a single Star Wars movie between 2 characters than between Kylo Ren and Rey in Episode 8. I think that Luke and Vader is great in 5, but they don't interact very much. They really don't, other than their lightsaber battle and, they're thinking about each other, but they don't ever interact. And Episode 8, it's all about them the whole time. And I think it's amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing it again tomorrow night when I watch that.
I actually agree with you. I think that's
controversial Star Wars opinion.
I was going to say, I actually agree. I actually love that movie. So I have no argument with anything you just said. I mean, for being completely honest, like, that was one of my favorites to watch. That one, and then I was a big Empire Strikes Back fan, so.
Oh, I love Empire. Watching that again was fantastic. What watching Episode 3 last night really made me grateful for was the Emperor returning in Episode 9, because Ian McDermott is just a treasure. He is amazing. And I was so happy after seeing the way that he was in Episode 3, where in true, like, Emperor fashion, he was kind of just, like, hamming it up in the best way. It made me so grateful that he returned in 9 after watching. But yeah. I think, it's the sequels. I really like the sequels. I was a big fan. I still think the original trilogy is going to be king, but it's hard to beat that. You're not going to be able to beat the original. As much as I like to drink Pepsi products, it's hard to argue with Coke.
Okay, fair.
It's, now New Coke for me is the prequels.
Now you're getting out of my comfort zone here. I have stopped drinking soda and caffeine. I haven't had any in 7 years, so
wow.
Literally couldn't tell you what the taste is. If I had any, I'd probably feel sick to my stomach if I had any right now.
Congratulations. I did manage to kick soda for a while, and then it was like I would have it once a month or so. I basically would only eat it with fast food.
Oh, okay.
Or drink it when I had fast food. And then a couple things changed. Suddenly it was back to soda, and now I'm still at 2 cans a day.
Yeah, I mean,
better than I was in college.
I'm from Texas. As expected down here, we're big into Dr. Pepper. I drank a shoot ton of Dr. Pepper, so I got to the point
I
where I was like, I just gotta stop.
Whataburger constantly. I would just be eating Whataburger constantly if I was in Texas.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's
a religious
thing. I live in Las Vegas. Yeah, I live in Las Vegas, and I would trade every In-N-Out for one Whataburger. Without hesitation. I'm also the person, though, that would trade every Chick-fil-A for a single. So.
Okay, yeah, we might just gonna talk about the game now with that kind of a comment.
I knew I'd get one in there that you would disagree with.
Yeah.
Just had to find what it was.
Yeah.
So
Chick-fil-A is among the top.
After splitting the first 2 games, Corona and Power Couple now dropping the puck here on game number 3. Power Couple in the neon yellow, and in the white going up on your screen is Corona. They have the first opportunity, and that long shot whistles wide from BLK. Nice big intercept there. Great job by Seji just intercepting and taking the puck, the face-off dot, but it does not result in a shot on goal, and now Power Couple moving it. Rocco gets it in deep, turns it over as it's scooped up by BLK. He's going to play some keep away, get it up the ball. Tail will pick up a loose, gets knocked down a bit, and the puck now in the offensive end as Seji has it. Takes that long shot, that's turned aside and covered up for whistle by...
Well, something we've seen in Game 1 and Game 2 when it talks about the leading scorers for both these teams, you have Jelly and you have Zombie XSP. Both of these 2 guys are 1 and 2, Zombie being number 1 when goals scored on the season, and they're both leading the teams, the respective teams, here tonight. So I want to see which of them kind of steps up in Game 3 and kind of carries the load.
And on that last play, you saw Jelly was trying to read how the puck was going to bounce on that Omaha pass, and he thought it was going to wrap around behind the net. And unfortunately for him, it went straight back up in front. So did not result in that shot on goal, but there's a shot loved and covered by Sniper. So Corona doing a good job here early in the first of trying to get pucks on net against Sniper. We talked about that at the end of game number 1, that Power Couple had to do that to the Profits. Now here, after giving up 3 goals to open up the first period in game number 2, it's been quick shot after quick shot from Corona to open up the first period.
I mean, I would expect more of a game, like Game 3 start like we saw in Game 1, where it's going to be kind of testing each other out, not trying to give each other anything to work with.
Seji centered, now up high. That long shot is deflected and slowed down. Seji got a little backhander on goal, but it was picked aside by Sniper, and now the puck moving out. Rocco enters onside, puck held in the zone for a moment, and then clear. Seji, he's got Zombie, drops it off, gets it back, and he scores! Seji, I believe, was trying to make that cross-crease pass, but it came back to his stick, and he scores to make this a 1-0 game.
Well, he spins there. Looks like he gets bumped off the puck. The puck still stays near enough to him to where he can just grab it and toss it 5-hole on Sniper. Corona up early here. It's going to come down to who's going to be able to get number 2. You don't want a repeat of game number 2 where one team kind of gets off and it's just run away early. So I would expect Power Couple to kind of lock down defensively here, try to generate chances off of their defense.
Rev was in that passing lane on that last goal there and knocked it down, but unfortunately it just right back to the person who threw the pass and results in a goal. So a 1-0 lead for Corona. It's their first lead since late in the third period of game number 1. We are about 8:15 to go here in the first period. Power Couple now trying to move the puck out of their zone, but Pale with it. Down low to the forehand, and he scores. It's quickly 2-0.
Oh, baby. Yeah, they're Pale Honer. And they get number 2 right off the bat. As we just talked about, Zombie feeds it to Pale. Pale does a nice little move, goes forehand around, and Sniper has nothing but nothing to do besides throw the puck back out of his net, unfortunately there.
29 goals on the season now for Pale, and it is a 2-0 lead. Looks very much like the first period from game number 2, but just in the reverse direction. Cronin again controlling the puck, getting the puck into the zone, trying to chase it down. It was scooped up by Seji. Pressure, really good pressure from Seji's, at least forcing the puck to be moved around deep, but Rocco able to get it out of the zone. He'll bank it off the boards, and in offensive chance now for Power Couple. Can they do something? Shot taken, it was deflected in front, covered up and held by Profits as he gets a whistle with 4:26 to go in period number 1.
Well, that's a big save there by Profits of Rage. You think about it, I mean, your team just scored 2, and it's like the first chance you get the other way, you can't give up another, like, change of momentum kind of goal. So that save is, though it looked harmless, it's very big in this game.
Long shot from the point, slowed down and then blocked entirely as Power Couple able to clear the zone. flipping backhand towards the other corner, but just offside. One of the players was in the zone before that floating dumped in across the blue line entirely, so we'll have a whistle and a neutral zone faceoff. 3:02 to play in this first period. 2-0 lead for Cronin. Goals coming from Seji and from Pale. Seji now up to 35 goals on the season. Pale up to 29 goals this year so far. Final 100 seconds. The power couple got on the board. Huge hit, but the puck cleared out. Swizz got the puck into the zone and then poked off of it as it's cleared all the way back to the other blue line. Nice hit delivered by Seji, forcing the puck to be moved to the other defense. And again, power couple unable to capitalize, but they will have a delayed penalty coming, but it's against them here. Power play chance now for Cronin, as going off for the penalty is Swizz. He's going to sit.
Me personally, and it sounds weird, but if there's a time to take a penalty, it's late in a period to the point where you're kind of splitting the power play up. If you don't give up a goal here in the first 20 seconds of this one, you have 140 to kill off, and the puck's starting at center ice. It's an easier way to kill it than if you're just kind of hemmed in for a whole 2 minutes.
Well, that will do it for the first period here. Shots 8-1 in favor of Cronin. That is absolute domination in the shooting department. Time on the attack, 2:54 to 40 seconds as well.
Looks a lot like Game 1.
Cronin. Yeah, it was a lot like Game 1, except power couple managed to get a 10-second goal to tie things up at the end of that first period. Here instead, 2 goals again in the first frame, but this time all for...
I mean, and it goes back to kind of what you have to talk about. I mean, Game 2 they did a great job of getting shots on net. They managed one in period number 1 in Game 3. You look to guys like Swizz and Jelly. Jelly leads their team in shots for the season coming into the series with 128 shots on net. You need those. So him and then Swizzy both over 100 shots a game or for the season. So they're gonna have to step it up and they're gonna have to do it quickly because we don't want to run away like we had in Game 2.
Under a minute left in this Cronin power play as they dump the puck in deep, but power couple scoops it up and clears it, and it will go all the way down the ice. I'll do it for host of this power play chance for on the rush. Zombie coming in across the loop, sitting in the corner, dropping it back for Pale. Read and intercepted by Rocco. We are going to go back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey now. 18:10 to go in the seconds. We get a whistle for an off, and a neutral zone faceoff is to come. Power play chance killed successfully by power couple. They have killed off each of the penalties they have taken in this series. Our penalty kill percentage was at 80 entering the series, so that is going to go up. Close in on that 90% mark. Cronin with the puck in deep. Some contact. BLK in very deep, but he made that centering feed and Pale got the shot, but it was turned aside by Sniper. The defenseman getting in really low beneath the goal line in the offensive.
Honestly, if you look at that pass, BLK finds Pale. Pale's trying to release it pretty quick, trying to beat the goalie. I think Pale just kind of tweaked the thumb a little bit there, and he shot it back at the goalie rather than the open side of the net.
Oh, that one-timer was turned aside. Huge chance for Zombie on the doorstep, but Sniper read it and got the leg across. Puck loose right in front of the crease, but it is cleared out of the zone. Really good job there by the centerman Swizz.
If you're Vesna winner from last season, really flexing his muscles.
Sniper has had a very strong game, very strong series overall, giving up just the 1 goal in game number 2. Gave up 3, but faced 17 shots in game number 1. Gave up 1 goal on 8 shots again so far in the first period of this third game. So we have an icing whistle at 12:49 to go.
And you look at this team for power couple, you have, it's a split captain role. You have Rev Hellcat, and then you have Dominator Silver, who's not playing in the series, but Dom is finding out. Who knew? Sniper is good in net. Shocker.
Puck was down low and trying to just push it in with Zombie, but denied entirely by Sniper. Power couple able to clear the zone. Nice passing up ahead for Jelly. Passed again. That puck in the blue paint, but a good job by Profits getting across and making this as a really good rush developed there very quickly for Power Couple.
I mean, that's the kind of chances you want to generate right there. I mean, that's close. If he can just hold that a second longer, he's going to flip that over the glove and in the back of the net, you know, kind of narrow this lead.
Rocco got blown up, looking for maybe that backhand wraparound. Maybe looking for the one-time pass. More likely that backhand wraparound chance. Puck loose in front, and scoring is Seji. As right on the doorstep, he caught Sniper just leaning towards one post and shot it into some open net.
So Seji goes ahead and breaks up the play on the wraparound on the other end with a huge hit, follows it up by getting all the way down the ice to bury one and blow this one out. It's 3-0 here early on. I mean, you're looking at halfway through the game. Tide's got to change. They got to change quickly. That might be an option.
Going to the box, 2 minutes for charging. Yeah, this could do it here. A power play opportunity for Power Couple. They were unsuccessful when they had a chance earlier on in the series. They win it here off the faceoff, trying to do something. Jelly trying to get down low. Got the puck towards the area he wanted, but got knocked down. Seji trying to clear it. It's intercepted. Good job by Jelly. One-time feed. Huge glove save made as Swizz tried to shoot it back across, and Profits got the glove off.
Cardinal sin right there. Cardinal sin there for anyone trying to clap a 1T. You have the net. You're expecting the slide. It doesn't happen. You try to peg it far post, and the goalie doesn't move, and he just makes the save, and you're just shaking your head, knowing that you had an open net.
Power Couple again on the rush. That shot is swallowed up by the shoulder of Profits. As Jelly was rushing in there. 8:23 to go here in the middle period. A 3-0 lead for Cronin in this, the decisive third game of this series. Good pressure from Rocco, forcing that turnover. Takes the shot, doesn't get through, but the rebound does. Swizz gets on the board, and it's now a 3-1 game.
And you see it, he's skating backwards there. He picks up the puck off, it looks like it's backhand, and he just kind of throws it at the net there. It's kind of gliding through. We got a lot of game 2 mentality here in game 3, but for the other team here, as it's only 3-1, but they're on the board now, so it's manageable.
3-1 on that power play goal from Swizz. Under 7 minutes to play here in the second period. Looking for this Omaha. Seji chasing it down. He'll get there. What can you do with it? In the corner, trying to feed towards the blue paint. The puck's still loose and now cleared back out towards neutral. Swizz had 2 goals in game 1, 2 goals in game, and now 1 so far in this one, up to 29 goals on the season. Huge hit yet again. That one-time feed right towards the slot as Rocco got the shot on goal but was denied by Profit. Another chance. Kick save is made as Jelly took the shot from the left side of your screen face-up. 3 minutes to go here in the second period.
These are good opportunities here for Power Couple. I mean, you want those kind of looks. You want to force Profits to make some saves here.
They have come alive here late in the second period thanks to that power play chance that turned into a special teams goal. The first special teams goal we've seen for either team in this series. Behind the net. Centered, but a huge hit may have knocked that off its trajectory as Swizz was trying to find a teammate in front. Instead, it's the other way. Pale banks it around the boards and will go just out of the reach of K-Dog and all the way down. K-Dog chases it down, scoops it up. Final 8 seconds of this second period. Maybe time for one more chance. Pale, 3 seconds. Pushed into the boards, off the puck. Rocco rips the shot. Save is made. And we're going to have a 2-minute power play for Power Couple to open up the third period.
That's you just can't do that. There's no way around it. It's late in the period. Normally you have a guy on the team calling out the time, whoever that designated person is for Corona. You can't take that. It's just a dumb penalty, if we're being honest.
Shots in that second period, 3 for Corona, 4 Power Couple, but each team coming away with the goal, including a power play goal by Swizz. They are 1 for 1 in this game with the man advantage. They will begin the third period with the power play as well as BLK heads back to the box.
blue line. What are you doing? That's all I got.
Face-off won and controlled by Power Cup. Sent in, but nice intercept by K-Dog as the lone remaining defenseman on the ice for Cronin does a good job of getting into that position and stealing the puck and sending it all the way down. Rocco, some nice dance moves in the neutral zone. Banks it around the boards, down low for Swizz. Banked towards the front. It went off the side of the net, though, as he was trying to get it right back to him. And instead it ends up all the way back in the other end. Good job by Rocco making that pass before he got blown up. Swizz with it, drops it off. Centering feed, but a good read by K-Dog again, getting in that passing lane, making the intercept and clearing it all the way down. That will do it for the power play chance for Power Couples. We are back to 5-on-5, 6v6 hockey.
So it doesn't hurt Corona there with the late period penalty, so that's kind of beneficial for them here. But momentum here is starting to shift a little bit. If this team can get the second goal here, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if this game ends up tied going into OT.
Well, getting it back to the defenseman. That long shot was deflected in front and turned to the side as Profits, good positioning, makes that. About 5 minutes gone by in the third period. Jelly banks it in off the boards. Held in the zone. Long shot taken by Swizz. It's turned aside, kicked away by Profits of Rage, and now finally clearing the zone, skating out with it is BLK, fresh from the box. Sends it in the zone, but that will be icing. It's just over. Could not take the red line before sending that puck all the way in. So an offensive zone draw coming for Power Couple to the...
One guy zigged while the other guy zagged there. It looked like Seji was just backing up, coming back towards his own defensive blue line when BLK thought he was kind of going out towards the board, spanning out a little bit there.
Hale, a great read as that little one-time pass was intercepted, but now interception going the other way. Good dive in use of the stick by BLK, getting down and making the stop. And there's an Omaha pass up ahead. Chance for Seji, but it was turned aside. It was blocked by one of the defensemen. And now cleared out of the zone, skated out by Rocco and dumped all the way back in to the Corona. Long shot, that is on goal from K-Dog. That was about 150 feet, and it was kicked away by Sniper. Jelly enters the zone, then gets blown up around the boards. Here's a chance, though. Shot blocked. Puck is loose behind the net. Huge hit delivered by Zombie behind the cage. The puck stays in their end. Power Couple trying to get it in deep. It's a turnover. Rush the other way. Seji trying to spin away from the attacker, but a really good job by Rev getting in there and taking the puck away. Power Couple got it into their
offense. That's just knowing who you're playing right there. Seji likes that backhand move where he turns his back to you and tries to get to spin off of you. And Rev just read it perfectly and knocked him off the puck before any kind of shot was put on Sniper.
7 minutes to go here in regulation time. Opportunity for Cronin to maybe put this one out of reach. The puck is loose in front. Pale with it. Sitting behind the goal line and tried to center it in front. He was looking for Zombie, but it was intercepted and moved on out. Backhand cross-eyed Dustin, giving Chase's Power Couple. They'll scoop it up, center it in front, but well read and taken by Zombie, at least momentarily. Puck still in the Corona end, and now cleared out. Chance here. Zombie takes the shot, kicked away, and towards the boards. Hale plays it back up to the defenseman. K-Dog getting it in deep, but it's intercepted and played out. 2-on-1 rush. Here's a chance. Great play by BLK, just picking the pocket of Jelly and moving it out. And now a rush. Seji trying to center. It's knocked down and cleared out by Power Couple. Under 2:40 to play. 2:39 as we get a whistle for icing. 3-1. Corona's still on top. Power Couple still with a little bit of time, but they've got to get things moving if they want a chance to tie this one up in regulation.
I mean, a minute or two ago when it came down to it, you have a 2-on-1, like a deciding play in this game, and you have BLK. Probably if you're going to have a defenseman handling a 2-on-1, that's the guy you want to put in the box or in the situation to do so. He makes the read, he knocks it off a Jelly's stick, and he prevents any shot going at Profits. That's a big-time play by a defenseman. When you're already up 2, trying to keep that goal, that goal differential exactly where it's at.
Final 99 seconds here of regulation time. Corona doing a good job of its BLK, just playing keep away and trying to hold on to this 2-goal lead. A couple turnovers in neutral ice, and now a 3-on-1 rush. What can Power Couple do? They just push it on goal, and they do not really get a legitimate shot as Rocco just kind of lost. I think he ran out of real estate there.
He ran into the stick of K-Dog, it looked like, just barely got bumped off as he just kept getting closer and closer to him.
Zombie down low. Good job of poking that one away by Seji to keep this game still competitive. Final 30 seconds. A 2-goal advantage for Cronin. Can they put it away? Zombie, feed, and a goal for Seji. This one is over as Seji's got the hat.
You just keep making it on the highlight reel.
I mean, that's it though. I mean, you got to push, you got to get aggressive there. It's a counter off the turnover. Nice play. Zombie finds his boy Seji on the back end there and just buries it.
Seji now 3 goals in the game, 25 on the season. This one is 4-1 in the final seconds here. Another opportunity is a centering feed from Pale towards the boards. Picks it back up, takes the shot. It's still loose in the blue paint, and it's tucked in again. Seji up to 4 goals.
I mean, Seji's just getting grimy right now. He's getting to the dirty areas. He's making it work. I don't know. It's just...
That may have been... It was Zombie. Actually, Zombie was the one to get the stick on it. I think there was just a battle for it. Either way, what a game for Seji and Zombie picking up the goal.
Regardless of who it was, it is over. I thought I saw Seji's guys celebrating. Zombie tacks on another one to his, league-leading point total. So, by all means, I mean, this was a solid series. It's one of the funner series I've seen in some time that I've watched. It's surprising, though, because we did have 2 really lopsided games in the middle of this, games 2 and 3. But they were kind of back and forth in game 1, so it was kind of fun. In regards to that, obviously Corona stays the #1 team in 2-3-9 with pulling out 2 out of 3 in this series.
Yeah, and I mean, game 3 stayed tight until we neared the end. I mean, it was 2 very late goals that really put it out of reach. We were, 2 minutes left in the game, and there was still a legitimate opportunity for Power Couple to try to tie things up. Swizz did get a power play goal, so their power play numbers will stay strong for the season. Their penalty kill will be even better for Power Couple. Before we wrap things, we played 3 games. Hockey likes to do 3 stars, so give me your 3 stars of this series. What 3 guys, you give me in any order you want, really stood out to you as the 3 players of this series?
So I'm going to kind of split it up. I'm going to give it to Zombie XSP as the first star of this series. He just found the net, constantly putting points up for Corona. Second star, I'm actually going to give it to Sniper, holding his team in it, even in games where it just kind of looked rough for them at times, really giving Power Couple a chance to win. Obviously, they didn't come out victorious in 2 out of 3 games, but that's who my second star would be. And then I'll round it up with Seji going ahead and picking up star number 3 for this series.
I do think Swizz gets an honorable mention in that. I do agree kind of with your standings there. Swizz just really strong performance. 2 goals in game 1, 2 goals in game 2. The only goal for Power Couple, and it came on the power play in game number 3. I think may have picked up an assist on one of the jelly goals in the second game as well. So really good series, strong series performance from Swizz as well. But that is going to do it for our broadcast here for the 239 Hockey League. Drew Goldfarb, a.k.a. Farbsy, joined by Young Kelch, and I will give you the last word. Take us out. What do you got? What's the last word of the
239? We appreciate you tuning in to Series of the Week. Farbsy, thank you for the call again. You're awesome, my guy. 239, as I end everything I always tell you guys, it's simple. 239, I love you.